Hey guys, Don Keating here, Team Donnyboy8. Just wanted to do a video here, just in general, not about any particular ICO or project or anything like that. I was in Michael's live stream earlier today, and we do talk, pretty regularly. And it's something I've been thinking about, and then he brought it up in his live chat, which made me, think about it more. There was one particular article I wanted to talk about already that I posted on some of my social media channels, so you guys may have already seen it. But we're stuck in this kind of band here. Bitcoin goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. But it's holding between 6,000 and 7,000 here for a while. But what I'm not getting is that there's a lot of positive news and a lot of positive things happening in the marketplace, and the positive things have little to no effect, and they're pretty positive and bullish. They're not minor things that somebody that's interested in Bitcoin would see and be like excited about it. This is mainstream. If somebody just reading news and like, wow, that's really good. And there's more than one of these, and I'm going to go through just a few of them, but it seems like those are brushed over, but anytime there's a negative, it demolishes the market. And it just makes me think that there's something bigger going on here that not manipulated in an extent where not typical like you're thinking of. It's just in general, for some reason there's some forces that are not allowing this market to go where it should go. I'm going to go through some of the news stories, but I'm going to end on the biggest one, and you'll see what's going on with it, because this is really big news. This should be a $1,000 day here on Bitcoin just because of this market news that came out. Okay, so just minor things. Okay, I'm just going to show you over and over. South Korea regulators introduced new rules for crypto and blockchain. So these guys are getting ready for something that's going to happen. They want to be part of blockchain. They want to make sure that their country is known as a safe place for blockchain and ICOs. Okay, so read these for yourself. I'm not going to take the time to read the actual articles themselves, but they're revealing drafts of bills intended to develop rules on cryptocurrencies, ICOs, blockchain technology. The Korea Times reported on July 11th, which is today. Okay. Now this is silly, but still important. Google co-founder reveals he's mining the Ethereum with his son. Okay, I mean, again, this is nonsense, but still, this Google co-founder has the ear of many others in Google, of course. So, they're positive about it. But what happens is, not that he's mining with Bitcoin. That's not all that impressive, but what it taught him and what he's talking about here. Google's co-founder Sergey Brin it expressed that he finds blockchain technology mind-boggling and extraordinary. A recent blockchain conference in Morocco. Okay, you can see here, a year or two ago my son insisted that we needed to get a gaming PC, and I said okay, but if we get one we have to mine cryptocurrency. So I set up an Ethereum miner and we started making a few pennies and $1 since then. But that definitely got me interested, so I started to study up, and I found it to be fascinating. Okay. Brin noted that although Google has been slow to adopt blockchain technology, he finds the potential of blockchain extraordinary. He added Google failed to be on the bleeding edge of blockchain. So just things like that, people high up and in control of certain things and directions that Google will go. It's coming around and making statements about blockchain. Okay, here's another one. The state of Delaware in the United States, if you're not from here, it's a state in the United States, awards $738,000 blockchain contract to IBM. The state of Delaware awarded IBM $738,000 to create a blueprint for their blockchain-based corporate filing system. Okay, Delaware is a haven for businesses. If you're not aware, a lot of businesses have corporations based in Delaware. With over 1 million registered, it is home to more than 66% of the Fortune 500 companies. Automating the filing process means that Delaware could cut out the manual labor that it takes to process these businesses' requests. This week, IBM successfully closed 2 deals with the government bodies for adoption of blockchain technology. Okay, first for data security with the Australian government. This is another thing that IBM did. There's another article there, but the second is the corporate filing with the state of Delaware. Okay, so you guys read some more about it, but again, very positive, mainstream article. No effect on the market. All right, let's keep going. A compelling week for cryptocurrency exchanges. Cryptocurrency exchanges often make the headlines for the wrong reasons: compromised customer accounts, security breaches, etc., despite the fact that they are a primary access point for many crypto investors. Okay, and earlier Ethereum's co-founder Vitalik had his comment about hope centralized exchanges burn in hell as much as possible. Nonsense, but he just doesn't like that, that they're centralized. He'd rather, decentralized, but it's not the reality of the way this is going to happen, and especially the way it's going to come into mainstream. So, but what I am talking about, and of course this one is awesome that it expands its reach. This one here, okay, beginning July 10th 2018, crypto customers in 41 states will have access to this Hibis network platform. However, customers in a couple of different states are not included in the launch. Okay, so they are expanding the reach, but here's one here. Binance poised for big profits. In more good news for crypto exchanges, Binance CEO revealed to Bloomberg that he expects to profit between $500 million and $1 billion. According to Mr. Changpeng, the exchange has more than 10 million users and supports 1.5 billion in daily volume. Launched in July of 2017, so this is just a year old. I mean, this is not an established old company, even though in crypto a year is a long time. Binance quickly ascended to the top of the exchange marketplace with an estimated 11 billion in trades each day as crypto prices peaked. His assertions are noteworthy because crypto prices mostly failed to recover from a 6-month decline. Lower trading volumes and bearish settlement settled on the industry, but Ibui's expansion and Binance profit predictions represent real optimism in the cryptocurrency adoption. Both increasing crypto mind share while expanding access to digital currencies is worth monitoring. The role reputable exchanges like Coinbase, blah blah blah. Okay. Another super positive. I mean, these places are making tons of money, and still markets flat. Basically flat. Nothing really big going on here. Okay, and then the biggest one of the day, the biggest one for a long time. Okay, CBOE files with the SEC for Bitcoin ETF. Okay, this one is huge. This is the institutional investors. This is the huge dollar amounts. This is what's going to make Bitcoin go to 60,000 per Bitcoin. I mean, this is a gigantic deal. I mean, it's not approved, but they did file, and I'm pretty sure that CBOE has at least one, or I'm sure many people that they deal with in the SEC on a daily basis for all the other things that they deal with, that they would not file if they didn't think it was going to happen. Let's just put it straight. Most of these places already know what's going to happen before they file. They're not guessing. They're not going to waste their money and resources on something that's not going to happen. So I'm sure that they know. Okay, so the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is examining an application from the Chicago Board Options Exchange, CBOE, Global Markets, which, if approved, could grant the company a coveted Bitcoin ETF license and bring new waves of institutional investors to the Bitcoin arena. This process began in June 2018, when the SEC recently sought comments from industry professionals regarding the ETF in question, which is being offered through the VanEck SolidX Bitcoin Trust, a joint venture between financial firms VanEck and SolidX. The application is the trust's third attempt to garner such a license. The first 2 attempts were rejected in early 2017, upon which the SEC released the following statement. Based on the record before it, The Commission believes that the significant markets for Bitcoin are unregulated. Therefore, the Commission does not find the proposed rule change to be consistent with the Exchange Act. Okay, so they are trying again, and I'm sure each time they try, they fill in the holes or respond to the feedback that they got from the SEC. And if again, they would not keep trying if they didn't think it was going to happen. Everyone knows that cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is going to be mass adopted. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. So I mean, to stop this and to limit the way that institutional investors and huge money funds can get involved with Bitcoin and crypto in general, it's just ridiculous. It's just whatever the banks have and the lobbyists have control of. They are, slowing down the process. I mean, the normal nonsense that happens. So it's close. I don't want to put out my suggestions, but I would not sell any cryptocurrencies. I'm with Mike on this one at all. I would be buying as much as I can right now because the floodgates are about to open any time now. Really, if this actually gets approved, it'll be ridiculous, and we'll definitely see 30,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year if this gets approved, because all the buying and selling right now for institutional is going with the OTC market, over the counter. It's not hitting any exchanges, so the volume numbers and things that you see on the exchange volumes and CoinMarketCap and whatnot are not true representations, because most of this soft books and going from person to person on these OTC marketplaces. So something to keep that in mind. I think it's going to be a pretty crazy end of the summer, fall, and winter. It's going to be, I think, a big rehash of what happened last fall, where we saw $20,000 Bitcoin. I think that's a real possibility by September or October of the year, and I don't think it's going to have the pullback it had last time. People are going to look back and see that this time was a great time to be buying, and they're not going to believe that they had the opportunity to buy some of these securities or some of these coins and tokens, I should say, at these ridiculous prices. I mean, some of these have issues of their own, like EOS had, its voting issues and whatnot, but $7, I mean, Litecoin back under $80. I mean, just go down the list. I mean, Ethereum under 500, Bitcoin 5,300. And give this a couple months, and this is going to look completely different. Completely different. So that's my point. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. You guys make your own decisions. Just kind of giving you my overall opinion on what's going on. The news stories have been coming out that are not getting the press and the attention that they deserve. So I think you guys, if you're watching this channel, you kind of already know what's going on, and hopefully you agree, you don't agree, I don't know. So leave a comment. I welcome any and all comments, so please let me know your thoughts on this. Let's get a discussion going in the comments here. Like the video, don't like the video. If you like the news, you want to have the discussion, then subscribe to the channel. I do a lot of reviews. I do a lot of program reviews, ICO reviews, things like that. So subscribe to the channel. You get notified when new things come out. And I really do want to just welcome the discussion, and let's get some things going here in the comments. If you don't want to leave a public comment, I know a lot of people get weird about that. That's fine. You can email me. My email is donkeat, DONKEAT @gmail.com. I answer every and all email that I get, so you can do that as well. Okay, I appreciate you guys watching this, and let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.